Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, a Choosing Beggar thief destroys our original poster's faith in humanity. Let's jump right in. I'm pretty new to Reddit and this is my first post on this subreddit, but let's get on to the story. All of this takes place in October of 2019. First of all, this was a longtime friend from high school, Choosing Beggar. So shortly after getting out of the army, I moved back to my hometown and hit up a few of my friends that I still talked to at the time for a small party. Naturally, since we were drinking and I was hosting the party, I was expecting them to all get their own rides, but I didn't mind paying for a couple Ubers since it wasn't a whole bunch of people. Most of my friends were pretty responsible and had scheduled their own rides, but a few of my friends didn't, including Choosing Beggar, so naturally I paid. A couple days later, Choosing Beggar calls me asking if I want to hang out. Naturally, seeing an old friend again would be great, so I say yes, of course. She asks me to pick her up and then drive 3 hours to go see her friends and whatever. I'm just happy to get out of the house, so I don't mind since she offers to pay for the gas money. So we get to her friend's place and I go inside to hang out and play some games with one of her friends we will call John. So John and I are playing some Call of Duty and I go to grab some water and my phone to text my wife. When I get to the table where I left my stuff, my phone, wallet, and keys are gone. And no surprise here, so is my car. I'm a pretty nice guy, so I don't mind since Choosing Beggar offered to pay for gas, but I am upset about my wallet being gone. They get back 3 hours later, and of course I ask for my stuff back because I like keep my wallet on me and I need to call my wife. Choosing Beggar tells me that they are using my phone for music right now and can't give it back. I am furious. I tell her I need my phone to call my wife and that I am leaving with or without her. No need to be so hostile, dude. Anyways, we leave, and when I turn my car on, I notice it's almost on empty, and ask if Choosing Beggar can get gas at the next gas station we pass. Nah, I can't, man. I spent all I had on Bud. So you want me to take you to see your friends, spend my time and money going 3 hours out of my way for you to buy weed? I didn't think it would be such a big deal. Fine, whatever, just pay me back for the gas when you can. So we get to the next gas station and I go into the station to pay in cash. It's cheaper with cash in my state. And when I pull out my wallet, I find out I have $3 in cash. Before we got there, I had $300 because I was planning on getting something special for my wife and I didn't want her to see what I got on our card's transaction history. I sigh and just pay with my card. After I'm done filling up my car, I ask her what happened to the $300 in my wallet. I told you, I got Bud. Okay, so you're telling me you have $297 worth of Bud for me then, right? Both my wife and I smoke, so I wouldn't have minded if she did. No, but I can give you a couple grams. Get out of my car now. We're still 68 miles from where she lives, but I don't even care at this point. Fast forward a week later, she asks me for another $200 for weed. Of course, I tell her that even if I wanted to help her out, which I don't, that I still haven't got the $380 she owed me. What a trash friend you are. I'm trying to hustle out here when I know you got the money, but you can't share with the rest of us. I know you got money to spare. So just send me $200. I need to pay court costs. I'm still upset. I have bills coming up, but I can send you $100. I wish I'd never said that. Can you do $300 so I can pick up some Bud too? I know you got the money, and I need it more than you do, so it shouldn't be that big a deal for you to make that back. I hang up and block her. Story 2 shows us that even lawyers have to deal with choosing beggars. I see in this sub a lot of graphic designers, artists, and IT professionals posting about choosing beggars asking for free services. So I thought I would share this one from the legal side because we get left out a lot. First, I'm happy to give free legal advice to friends when it is a quick and simple answer. That is just part of being a friend. But a month ago, my wife's friend pushed it a little far. She was starting a home health company. She wanted to know if I could help her set it up. Don't worry, we'll definitely pay you. I know she's in way over her head and has no clue what she is really asking or getting involved in. So I try to start her down the gentle path of you don't know what the flip you are doing, so better rethink this by saying, I handle commercial litigation, so this is not my field, but we do have a healthcare regulatory lawyer who bills out at $600 an hour. I don't think I can do the friend discount on his rate because I do not know him that well. My billable rate is $350 an hour, but I'll do the friend discount to $275 an hour for anything I handle on it. I tell her that drafting the contract documents alone with all the regulatory paperwork and inspections, etc., will probably run her $30,000 to $50,000 easy, let alone whatever fees she has to pay on top of that. She goes silent for a few days. She then messages me, I was thinking more like just getting a waiver drafted or something so they couldn't sue us if something goes wrong. I tell her that such a waiver is probably not valid in Texas, but I'd have to look into it, and there are still federal regulatory requirements she would have to comply with if she wanted to start a company. She then said she would handle the regulatory aspect and just wanted me to draft the waiver. I told her that would not be something my firm would be willing to assume liability over from a malpractice perspective. She hasn't spoken to us since. Yeah, sorry, look, I'm fine giving the friend discount, but if you want me to subject the entire firm and the 200 people that work here to millions in liability, we're going to need you to let us handle it in its entirety. Story 3 shows us a choosing beggar who is disgusted by the UK's offer to give money to help people during the corona crisis. Only £2,500? They should be ashamed of themselves. Hi all, just need to have a rant. I have been doing some shopping for an old lady from our church. She has 3 grown-up children who all live near her. She has 6 grandchildren all in blank and most of them in their 20s and 30s. She has been complaining to me that her daughter and herself are disgusted at the government's offer to give up to £2,500 a month to people who are now without work or an income. And how is her daughter and her husband expected to manage on that when he has a BMW to run and a huge 4-bedroom detached house? He has to have a BMW apparently because he is the owner of a large building company and his accountant told him to get one? She also told me that her daughter was complaining about the trouble she has been having getting an online food delivery. I did explain to this lady that there are now millions of people swamping the online delivery companies with online grocery delivery requests. She answered me by saying, "But what is my daughter supposed to do?" I told her that she could always do what I do and millions of other people do, and that is to queue up for half an hour or more to get into the supermarkets. Think it's time to call it a day. I feel very insulted by this woman. By the way, she has no dementia or anything like that. In fact, she is an intellect to say the least. She has now asked me if I will do the shopping for her best friend who lives with her 60-year-old son who apparently can't do the shopping for them because he has a hernia and can't walk very far. I suggested that he could get a taxi to the shops, which are about a 20-minute walk away. "Oh no, they don't have that type of money," she said. I told her that the taxi would cost about £2 or £3. I am feeling like a mug at the moment. Sorry for the rant. In our final story, a choosing beggar shows us how to deal with contracts you don't like. Just change them to the amount of money you want to pay. Simple. "Hey man, I saw your ad about social media marketing campaign stuff, and I think I'd be interested in getting something done. I'm the owner of a nightclub in blank called blank. We've been closed for about a few weeks because of this whole apocalypse thing. Naturally, I want people to continue thinking about our brand during this time, especially for when we get back to normal. For this reason, I'd like you to design an online marketing campaign, just 10 Instagram posts or so. Main theme is about caring people in this time. We'll be here when things get normal, staying home, social distancing, blah blah blah. Bonus points if you can find a way to throw in some fake woke bull stuff without it seeming too forced. I attached some pictures you can use for reference. Just do what you think looks good. Get back to me if you're up for it. Choosing Beggar. Hi, Choosing Beggar. I'd be happy to do that for you. I've done several of these promotions for coronavirus cancellations in the past few weeks, and I think I have a good idea in relation to the creative process necessary. Usually, I charge €25 per hour for my services, but for the sake of simplicity, I'll just charge you €10 per post, equating to €100 total at the end of the project. Are you alright with paying via PayPal? I have a contract for you to sign if you're alright with everything. Just type your name out and send it back to me. Regards, Luke. Yep, that suits me okay. The contract seems fine, had to look through it and everything seems to be in order. Just get back to me when you know when you can get started on things, okay? Choosing Beggar. When he sends it back, I see that from my contract, point 1, the debt amount was €100. In his version of the contract that he sent back, the debt amount was $50. That's great. Can you just revert the changes you made to the contract? After that, I should be ready to go. Regards, Luke. Sorry, but the changes are staying. In business, I believe in fairness, which in today's world is a dying trait. I adjusted our contract to make it fairer. I can, however, provide you and a friend with 2 free entry vouchers to sweeten the deal. I await your response. Choosing Beggar. Now, I live 6,000 kilometers from the nightclub. Dear Choosing Beggar, no. Regards, Luke. This has been John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like and share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.